Buongiorno, buonasera, benvenuti amici. Welcome, my friends. Welcome. My name is Vincenzo, and the channel is Fountain Pen Therapy. As you know, I provide you with Chinese pen reviews, Italian pen reviews, and Indian pens are also always on my radar, and any other pen that I believe is worthy of mention. But I pay particular attention to the Indian market. I think they have some very fine pens. And I recently discovered Lotus. I purchased a pen from Psp, Peyton Street Pens. It's a collaboration between the two. It was the Arthur. I've reviewed that pen already. I'll put it down in the description for your purposes in case you're interested. And now I purchased another. It's another collaboration between the two. Psp provided the Alumilite rod. Lotus provided the model and the manufacturing. They built the pen. It's a beautiful pen. It comes in this very nice box. Very good pen, I think. Let's hope that writing sample gives us the enthusiasm that the rest of the pen does. But stay tuned. I think we got another little gem here at an extremely affordable price. So stay tuned, folks. So we're back with the box. The box does come into just a cardboard sleeve. The box is a very nice box, but you can tell there's been some wear and tear. My understanding is in reading some of the descriptions, this box may have sat in inventory for quite a while because the pen was manufactured specifically for a pen show that occurred some time ago. So you can see that the box does have some nicks, and you know it's not the best finish, but it's a nice box nonetheless. It opens up, and the pen finds itself in a kimono sort, so the box is usable. Nice kimono, gotta tell you. A little nib here with the Lotus logo. Turn it around, open it up, and you know, very soft, so the pen is well protected. It's a nice kimono for those who like these things and use them. I personally don't use them, but still, nice touch. Nice touch. Here's the pen. Finial, very nice finials. I mean, the pen the first thing you notice is the finish. It's just absolutely, there are no blemishes. They're very, very smooth. And I really like this Alumilite material, which is, from what I understand, is a resin. And it almost feels like light glass, if you will. The texture is quite smooth. Very nice. I don't see any imperfections. Even where this clip joins the cap, done very well. Clip is brass. It's got a wheel mechanism. It is stiff, but has some spring to it. The chatoyancy of the resin is also remarkable. You can see there is some translucency there and transparency. You can see the Schmidt converter in the barrel. You also see the threads here, on top here and here. But that's just part and parcel of the character of this pen. Let's just see how many turns to open it up. That's 1, that's 2, 2.5, 3. So for those of you who don't like that, please take note. There's that resin got green, it's got orange, it's got gold, it's got yellow. Very, very nice. I like the way these finials are completely transparent. The glow of that gold is also very nice. There is that section. The threading here is very smooth. There is a step down, but you can't really hold the pen up high. You've got to slide down, and when you slide down, it is most comfortable. Nothing special about the nib. It is a Yowo nib with a plastic feed. This one that I chose, you have a choice. You can even get the nib, get a special grind on the nib through Peyton PSP. What they do, however, is they fine-tune the nib. At least that's what the description stated. So this essentially is a rod, an alumlite resin rod provided by PSP. Lotus takes the rod and manufactures the pen, and then PSP puts in the nib, tunes it, sells it, and sends it out. So that is my understanding of the sequence of things. So, typical Yowo, unbranded, no scrolling. I like that. Just that gold colored finish. Very comfortable pen. Does it post? Yes, it does. But I would say to you that the posting, not that it's problematic, but I can sense that because of the shape of that top of that pen, you can see, it does go in quite a bit, but there's a movement there. So sometimes you get the sense that your posting is somewhat not straight. But if you do post it, I don't believe it backweights the pen at all. It is light and comfortable. So that's the posting. I would not post it. I would want to keep this material nice and smooth. Let's check in that cap. There is way down there what I see as a kind of a step, but I'm not sure. I think the step is right there, so there is no intermediate step that would seal the pen per se. None that I see in any event, but my experience with the other alumlite Lotus pen, the Arthur, which we'll take out in a second, is that it writes very well. I didn't have any drying issues. So I guess this material is fairly airtight. Look at the thickness. That's what I find very nice with this resin. It's substantial and quite it's deep and thick. So again, very, very nice. There you go. That's the pen. We'll do some size comparisons, measurements, and then looking forward to inking this pen to see with some nice ink, see what gives. Stay tuned. So here you have a series of pens that I've chosen for you. I've chosen very large, big pens, and you can see that the subject pen is in fact bigger than most of them. This is a Marta Modena Dolce Vita Frederico. This is my Mont Blanc 149. This is the Ginau 9019. This is the other Psp Lotus collaboration that I've already reviewed. The Arthur model, same alumlite material. And this is the Laban Mento. And as you can see, the subject pen is, in fact, it's bigger than all of them and rivals even with the Ginau 9019 that, as we know, is a very large pen. And the girth is also very nice because, as you could see, there is goes up and then it goes down again. And compared to the Arthur, it is much bigger. And as we already seen in my review of the Arthur, it is, quite a big pen. So there you have the pen comparison with the pens capped. Here are the pens uncapped and unposted. And as you can see, the subject pen clearly outshines, or at least is much bigger than all the others by quite a substantial margin. So it is a nicely, nice sized pen that you don't need to post at all. Fits comfortably in the hand. So there you have the uncapped, unposted comparison. Here you have the pens posted. I would tell you that, maybe apart from the Arthur and the Mont Blanc, the other pens are not really, including the subject pen, they're not the best posters, if there is such a word, if you will. And, this Laban looks nice and big, and even the Marta Modena, but it's just sitting at the edge there, and it's not the most comfortable posting. The Lotus Arthur does post very nicely along with my Mont Blanc. So there you have it for those of you who, but you can, as you can tell, these are all very nice lengthy pens. So there you have it. We will proceed with the measurements and then that writing sample. Back for the writing sample. First of all, the ink. The ink I've chosen is this Vert Atlantide. I already inked the pen, and in hindsight, it may not have been the best matching color, but I went with the green just because, the gold and yellow inks are not the greatest performing inks. And, I did want to give this pen an accurate reflection of what it can do. There is the swatch. It's got some silver shimmering, but as you can see, it's a darker green that, in hindsight, has very little to do. There were others that I could have chosen that would have, I think, fit in a little bit better, but it's okay, right? That's I wanted a darker ink, so I got it. Here you have it. Let's go ahead with the writing sample. So this is a Psp Lotus, and the model is the Agni, and it's and the nib, citrus splash. That's what I knew there was something else to it. The nib is a Yowo number 6 steel 1.1 stub. The ink is it the 350? Yeah. It's Jacques Herbin. It's the 360. And is Vert Atlantide. Now, I know this nib apparently has been tuned, but it's wet, but it's got kind of an italic touch to it. Maybe too italic for my taste, but so there is some feedback there, as you can hear, and maybe even some little bit of scratchiness right here. Yeah, I gotta tune that. I gotta get rid of that. I don't like it. but some people would. Fast writing. It does keep up very nicely though. Okay, reverse writing. Scratchy. Yeah, right there you see it's cutting into the paper. You can get some writing out of it though. It doesn't dry up on you. So I got a feeling that once I got to smooth out a little bit some of the edges there. The nib is going to be just very nice. So what are my likes and dislikes? The likes is the build quality of this pen, the design, the material, or the materials used. Very, very nice. Got to tell you, top notch. The dislike is just a nib. Scratchy, a little scratchy. But nothing serious. Some people actually would like that little bit of feedback. So that's really more personal taste than anything else. The value, I put up the price. But I believe it was something like $110 US, if I'm not mistaken. In my view, 10 on 10 for value. Is this going to be a go-to pen? Yeah, absolutely. The comfort, once I get that nib just smoothed out a little bit, 10 on 10 for me for a go-to pen. Very nice. Very, very nice. In hindsight, I don't like this ink. Should have chosen another one. But having said that, there you have it. Sign my name. And hope you guys enjoyed this review. There's just a few more left. I really would recommend it. It's a nice pen, nice size. You can choose your nib. You can grind it down if you want. Very, very nice. The broad nib that I chose on this Arthur is just spectacular. Done very, very well. What I like about the Arthur is the fact that clip is kind of matte colored and it's got some rings. It's a little bit different. But from what I see, they've been sold out. So they got, I think I probably participated in having them sell what remain of those pens, because I can recall these pens were up for a sale for months and months and months. We'll see if after my review some of you snap it up. There you have it. That's the review. Grazie molto. Thank you very, very much. Have a great week. Enjoy your pens. It's Fountain Pen Therapy. Be well. Subscribe. Comment. It's all good. Thank you. Take care, folks.